All right, this is One Last Midnight, and we're back with, well, something new. We're going to talk about the Steam Summer Sale 2019 and what I think are great values. So this is my great values video of the Steam Summer Sale, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Oh, let me preface that if you hear construction sounds, I've got construction work happening around me, so sorry about that, but on with the show. So starting off my list on the Steam Summer Sale is, of course, going to be Astra Near. Hey, it's 25% off, so you can get it for 22 bucks, $22.50. But Astra Near, for some reason, Astra Near has really touched my heart. Whether it's the graphics, I'm not too sure. Whether it's the concept of the game, which you're, building, exploring. I don't know really what it is about Astra Near, but I have played Astra Near for over 1,000 hours, and I feel I've gotten every single penny's worth of Astra Near. So I feel very strongly for Astra Near, and I think it's a really great value at $22. So next on my list is XCOM 2, All The Way XCOM 2. XCOM 2 is a strategy turn-based game. It's set in a future Earth where aliens have taken over, and it's your job to try to, beat them back or conquer them. XCOM 2 is really, it draws you in. The storyline draws you in, and the gameplay draws you in, especially if you like that turn-based strategy kind of game concept. And at 75% off, $15 for this game, that's an absolute steal. You're going to spend an enormous amount of time in XCOM and just get your dollar's worth, every single penny. Now, if you're one of those people who don't like jumping into the middle of the story, you don't want to jump into XCOM 2 because you missed XCOM, well then get XCOM. XCOM is still good. It's a few years older game, but hey, look, 75% off, and it's coming in around $7, $8. It's a really good value. Another game that you're going to spend, a good 20, 30 hours in. Getting to the end of the story, and then once you get to the end of the story, jump right into XCOM 2, continue on that story. Really good stuff. Of course, they can each be played as a standalone game, no problem. $7 for another great game. Wow, so this is a big one. The Witcher 3 is 70% off, and it's coming in at 12 bucks, and I can't believe it. This game is amazing. The storyline, the acting, the absolute environmental gameplay. It's an open world RPG kind of thing, so if you're into the magic and sword slashing and stuff like that, really, really good stuff. It's one of these open world games where you can just spend an enormous amount of time wandering around just looking at stuff and not even have to worry about being in the main storyline or doing the main storyline until later, until you decide to. There's a couple editions. If you want to spend a couple bucks more, there's the Game of the Year edition, which gives you the extra DLCs, which is like each one of those is another 30 hours of story and detail. But Witcher 3, it has won so many awards. It's won like a total of 800 awards. It is a fantastic game. This is an amazing game. Get it while you can at 12 bucks. To follow that same concept of incredible open world RPG kind of games as Skyrim. Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Another game that's won over 200 awards. Again, the graphics, the storyline. Skyrim really just draws you in, this whole concept of you've got some sort of dragon-based powers and you've got to figure out why and what's going on with it and develop it and grow with it as a character. There's so many different magical weapons that you can get and armor that you can get. The world is huge. And again, this is another one of those, special edition games where at 50% off, 20 bucks, man, it is a really great value. Your dollar is going to stretch a long ways when you look at the amount of hours you're going to wind up playing with it. Now, a couple really good management games that are on sale. One is Transport Fever. Transport Fever just, it is, if you like that management concept where you're having to manage lines and you're having to manage industries and you're having to manage, people movement. Transport Fever really is the epitome of the transport management games. It is a fantastic game. Not only are you laying out the lines and you can even see the trains come out slow-mo and follow the trains or buses or airplanes or any of the other transportation vehicles. You start off in the 1850s and you try to build up your transport empire. It is not that easy. It is easy to go broke in this game, but it is a lot of fun and you're going to get a lot of hours out of it. For 75% off, $8, roughly $9, man, it is a great value. And sticking with the concept of, you know, management games, City Skylines really took over the city management simulator. You know, so, you know, it's building management, city management. You're managing your people, you're managing their water, their fire, their police, their crime, all that. You're managing all pollution. You're managing all of that and trying to get your city to thrive. You know, this game toppled the SimCity franchise. It really did. Oh, well, you know, SimCity kind of messed up with their last release. But, you know, these guys, you know, swooped in, completed an excellent game. And there's just a ton of content out there. Not only downloadable free content from the community, but also, God, there's a ton of DLCs that you can get. Right now, it's 75% off. You can get the base game for about $8. But then, you know, you could also get some of the bundles or some of the other additional DLCs at just slightly more. A really, really good city building game. I can't speak enough about City Skylines because, man, I put a ton of hours into this game. You know, must have strategy games, Civilization. When you think about strategy games, you think about the Civilization series, Sid Meier's Civilization series. You know, Civ 6 really rounds up the top of the Civilization series. You know, Civ 5 was great. I loved Civ 5, but Civ 6 added better graphics. It added more dynamics to the game than Civ 5 did and really expanded out this franchise. Civilization, though it has mixed reviews, man, it is a really good turn-based strategy game set in an historical environment where you can play 20 historical leaders that have different attributes, several different maps. It's one of those games that's really easy to get into, but really hard to put down. And currently right now it's at 75% off, rounding up about $15. This is a great value. Normal price is $60, and they still sell it for $60 even though it's several years old. You know, Stardew Valley is probably one of those games that you've heard of. Maybe you've never played it, but Stardew Valley is this cute little game where you've inherited your grandfather's old farm in Stardew Valley, and you're trying to, you know, build up money by planting fields and selling your goods and going out and exploring and gathering resources and fighting in the mines and gathering ore. This game really sucks you in. I mean, it is a fun, cute little game. There's a bunch of little mini stuff that you can do. And man, it is a steal. It's 20% off right now, and it's only $12. You know, it's not as big as some of the other sales, but there's really, really great value to it. They just added a new update with a new map and also some changes to multiplayer, which they added several releases ago, that now you can play with your friends and you can be online with your friends and develop your farm, you know, with a group of friends that you like to work with. For $12, Stardew Valley's a winner. You know, if we're talking about city builder games and strategy, simulation, survival type games, Banished to me is the epitome of one of the city builder strategy games. I mean, it is a fantastic game. It came out, you know, 5 years ago, but it is still, in my opinion, reigning the top. You know, in Banished, you're going to try to keep your civilization alive. You're going to try to keep them fed. You're going to try to continue to expand and grow it as big as you possibly can. It sounds easy to do, but it really isn't. You're going to die probably many times, but man, it's 66% off and coming in at just under $7. Banished is going to give you many, many hours of gameplay. The community absolutely loves this game. There is mods on everything. There are mods that completely change the game and give you a whole new game environment. There are many, many, many reskins. And so even if you buy this game, play the base version, it's very easy to then turn around and load up a mod that changes absolutely everything, and you've got a brand new game. Great, great value at $7. And you want to talk about value, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Man, it's 40% off right now at about $18. This game, Okay, first of all, I need to preface this game with, you know, there is language, there is a couple sexual scenes in there. So it is a more of an adult related game, but the graphics are phenomenal. The storyline and acting is amazing. You get sucked into the characters. You really, really do. And then, you know, once you get beyond the beginning, you have complete freedom to do whatever you want to do. The world is large. So if you walk around or you have a horse and you take your horse around, it is still a huge environment to travel from one side of the map to the next side of the map. You know, it's a RPG, so you've got to be into that RPG kind of thing. It's an immense epic story, you know, in the Holy Roman Empire. You're trying to avenge your parents' death and find out what happened. This game is, you know, I can't say enough about Kingdom Come Deliverance. It is really an exceptional game. You know, there is, if you want to spend a little bit more money, there's what they call the Royal Edition, which is pretty much all the DLCs and the base game itself for about 34 bucks and about 13% off. But you know, the base game, if you want to just get the base game, 40%, $18, play it. You're going to have enough time. By the time the winter sale comes around, all the DLCs will be on sale again. You can pick them up dirt cheap. All right, so that was my list of great values in the summer sale. We're going to be doing a couple more of these lists because I think it's worth talking about some of the games that are out there. So the next one I'm going to do is AAA games that are on sale. Definitely going to be a good one to watch. Make sure you watch it. If you like this video, leave a like. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the community. And if you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.